Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, please stand.
Well, it's actually pretty unique to our law school. We take an event from history, we use the actual historical events, and create a trial out of it that did not actually take place, but could have. So we stick as close as possible to the actual history, except that we add a trial to it.
Mr. Booth is presumed to be innocent unless the government proves his guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Will each of you follow that principle?
Yes.
This is our third. The first year we tried the governor of Wyoming for alleged participation in the Johnson County cattle war. Last year we tried John Wilkes Booth for the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. He presented an insanity defense. And this year our trial is centered on the Heart Mountain Relocation Center, which is between Cody and Powell in northern Wyoming. When FDR signed an executive order that resulted in the internment of the Japanese Americans from the western part of the United States, there were 10 internment camps established. One of the 10, Heart Mountain, was in Wyoming. It's in many ways the most important of the internment camps because that's where the draft resistance movement started and most flourished. And our trial, in fact, focuses on that draft resistance movement. There was a major conflict within the interred community about whether there should be participation in the draft or resistance to the draft, and this trial is going to give each of those two sides their chance to make their case. Senator Simpson will be the judge in the trial. He's one of the best known people in Wyoming. But what's particularly interesting is that as an adolescent in Cody, he was in Cody while Heart Mountain Relocation Center was in operation. And he in fact got to know many of the young boys from Heart Mountain, including Mineta, who was later mayor of San Jose, a congressman representing California, and then was in both the Clinton and Bush administration's cabinet. And so Senator Simpson has really close ties to Heart Mountain. Several of the people who are going to serve as witnesses have direct ties to Heart Mountain, and perhaps most interestingly, we have Grace Ibarra, who is going to play her mother, Gloria Cabuto, but Grace herself was, as a 2-year-old, interred at Heart Mountain. And I think that's just an amazing opportunity that we have, that we get the chance to listen to her. And she's going to tell us what she remembers and, of course, what her family has told her about their time at Heart Mountain. We like our historic trials because they combine theater. We have people playing roles and we have an audience there. They teach history, but I will also say that I'm someone who teaches trial practice. So I like the fact that these are not scripted events. The lawyers, each side has one of our students as one of the lawyers. They have to figure out how to best present their case, just as lawyers in real cases do. So these are very much like real trials. They are not scripted events. The lawyers figure out what questions to ask, what arguments to make, and then of course we have other students in the audience who are able to watch the decisions that are made by the lawyers in the case. So I'm a little selfish. I'm a trial practice teacher, and so this is an opportunity to help people learn how to be effective in the courtroom. We do have a jury, and we ask the jury to go back and deliberate and return a verdict. But in addition to that, we actually use our audience as a jury too. So we'll ask every member of the audience at the end of the trial to vote. We'll give them slips of paper, one for the plaintiff and one for the defendant. So they're kind of our big jury. Trials are inherently interesting events, and so I think people would enjoy the opportunity to see this. And I think this is going to be a fun way to learn about an event, the Japanese American internment policy, which is not one of our better moments in American history. But there are amazingly strong ties between the state of Wyoming and that event. So this is something that we in Wyoming should know about. And this is, I think, a good way to learn about it.